Race 7 of the Formula One season. We are headed to Italy.
Ooh, mamma mia. Welcome to the United States of Formula One. Nikki.
And I'm Cookie.
And what's the name of this race, Cookie? Just tell the people.
The official name of this short-winded race is the AWS Made in Italy Emilia Romagna Grand Prix Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari Rome. Coming to you, ESPN, Sunday, May 18th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, I'm just going to make it really easy. We're in Italy, and it's called Imola.
Imola!
That's just what we're going to call the race. That's what everyone calls it, but I couldn't repeat anything you just said.
Sounds a lot like Ebola.
It is almost like that, but without the death.
Yeah. So how long has Imola been around for?
I mean,
it's a trivia question.
So it's almost a trick question, though, because the racetrack, I believe, has been there since like 1950, right?
Yes.
Somewhere around there.
Exactly.
And then they started racing F1 in 1980.
This guy paid attention during
in F1 class?
During the notes. The pre-show note-taking.
Yes.
You were in on, yeah. So 1950, but yeah, the first Formula One race was in 1980.
Okay, look at that.
Yeah. Good, exciting. Who won last year?
Oh, man, I should know this. Does his name rhyme with Max Verstappen?
It rhymes exactly with Max Verstappen. It rhymes. And
man.
We had Lando second, Leclerc. I mean, this year could go exactly the same. It went Max, Lando, Leclerc, Piastri, Sainz.
Okay.
I mean, Sainz probably not going to be up there, but in theory, it could be that exact same order.
Sainz will be up there.
Bogey got really mad at me when I said that.
Yeah,
You think Sainz is going to finish fifth?
No, I mean, he's going to be up there.
He's going to be at the course. He's going to be on the track.
He's going to be up in Italy.
He's going to be there.
It's going to be great.
Speaking of the track, let's take a look at the track.
Okay.
What do you think about this one? I like to dissect it. DRS zones, creativity. Will there be safety cars? Any wrecks?
So I'm not a big fan of tracks with one DRS zone. Not
boring.
It could make it for a boring race. As far as like safety car goes, I don't think there's going to be one. I know there's a lot of beached vehicles, and Lance Stroll will most likely be one of them.
Okay.
So there's a lot on some of these turns. There's a lot of sand, and people overcommit the turn and just go off into the sand. Usually they can get right back on track though.
So you're saying no safety cars, your prediction?
No safety cars.
But you will occasionally get some beached, but they'll be able to crawl.
They'll be able to crawl back out, yeah. So.
One DRS zone.
I know. Yeah.
So this is going to be one of those ones like Monaco that winning the pole or qualifying high is key.
Is key. Huge in this place.
You're going to get maybe some changes, position changes in that 10 through 20 range.
Oh, yeah.
But those top five in a race like this, where you qualify unless there's some unforeseen circumstance, kind of where you finish.
Yeah, I would say the top three are going to be long gone in this race.
Am I going to be bored like I was during Singapore last year?
Well, Japan was the worst race this year.
This year, yeah.
I hope that is going to be just stay the worst race. So we'll see. I mean, maybe it rains. Maybe we get exciting. It gets
really
raining.
Hyping this race up. And if it's going to be boring, it's also the most laps. We've been around that 57. This one is 63 laps of potential boredom.
Oh, and potential. We don't know that yet.
No, I'm just
saying. So 63 laps. So that is the track is 3.
No, it's 4.9 kilometers.
Yes.
So do that. How many miles is that?
2.9.
No, it's close.
3.2.
It's a little over 3.
A little over 3. Okay.
Lewis Hamilton with the track record for lap record.
What year was that? Was that?
That was COVID.
Was that COVID year?
COVID.
Okay.
2020.
I guess he had more aerodynamics because everybody had to wear masks.
Did they? They didn't wear masks.
Under the helmet, they did.
Did they really?
No.
Oh, God.
They wore them outside the helmet.
It's really rude of him to take advantage of me like that. He knows I just started watching last year. I'm vulnerable.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
How did that work during that? I don't want to get off track too much, but do you remember that season?
I do. Everybody wore masks, but they didn't.
Once they got in the car, they obviously didn't have to.
Yes. Interviews were the worst thing in the world.
Were they like 40 feet apart from each other?
Yes, it was just dumb. Yeah.
I still see people wearing masks in their car by themselves today.
Well, that air conditioner, you never know.
It's good to have unfiltered garbage in it. Is there any news? I feel like the race
Huge
is going to
news.
be boring. I feel like there's nothing new, nothing to bring up.
What? Yeah. Franco Colapinto.
You have been saying it.
Yes.
You said it since last year. You said it at the beginning of this year. You basically were worshiping and hoping for the death of Jack Doohan, which I thought was rude. You said he's going to be gone by Miami, one race off.
Yep, Franco comes. So last year he was raced for Williams.
Yep.
For I can't remember how many races, but he did phenomenal.
He made his debut at Monza.
Yes.
In Italy. And for Williams, and came straight from F2 and made his debut there, and then he raced the rest of the season. So
yes. So and then everyone on all teams knew that this kid deserved a seat. So the fact that he didn't have one when the season started was just I just
riddle me
I
this.
couldn't understand.
If he raced for Williams and he did pretty well,
But they had Sainz, Carlos.
right?
They had a contract for him already, so it was like,
But why couldn't they have him as a reserve driver? If he's going to be the reserve for Alpine, why wouldn't Williams offer him that reserve role?
that's a good question. I have no idea.
And I mean,
But Alpine picked him up, and I think it was for a good reason.
if you had the opportunity, you're going into Formula One, and Alpine and Williams call you and say, "We want you to be the reserve driver for either team." Do you have a preference? Like right now?
Right now, like
I mean, they seem equal to me. It's kind of that.
Well, Williams is definitely a better team this year. But I think he made a good choice, because if you say he did sign as a reserve driver for Williams,
No
think
chance.
there's no chance he's
With the
going
way
to race.
With Albon's been racing well,
No.
they're not going to sit Sainz unless it's a complete disaster. So yeah, he had no chance.
No.
Yeah, and you see Doohan, you're like, that little Aussie fella's not going to last.
Yeah.
And I'm taking his spot.
I feel bad for him. Now it's only for 5 races, so I mean he pretty much has 5 races to prove himself. Doohan had 6, which we thought he had 5 too. So, I mean, what happens if he doesn't? I mean, I don't know who they bring. It's not like they're going to bring Doohan back.
No.
So I think he'll prove himself in 2 races. You'll watch.
My issue
One
with
race.
that, he has 5 races. In the year that I've been watching Formula One, these contracts and these little subtle changes, what they say doesn't mean shit.
No, well, there's lots of
They could give him
clauses.
2 races, they could give him 12 races. Yeah, I mean, these contracts are...
There's a whole bunch of clauses in there to protect, I think, the drivers and then the owners too. So they're like, oh, don't forget about that clause. You sucked.
Yeah.
Doohan, you didn't get in the points at all, which actually I predicted as well. He'd have 0 points at the end of the year. So when you have no points and you're not finishing anywhere near the top 10, you're going to get canned.
So you said you predicted at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Would you like to make some more predictions?
Yeah, because actually...
Right here, right now, for this week's race?
For this week's race. Let's get into it.
Let's get them up on the board. First prediction, I'm going to do 3.
Yeah.
If you caught our first quarter prediction recap show last week,
Oh, we're killing it.
we went back and reviewed how we did, and
Yeah.
we did very terribly. So we are going to pick it up this second quarter.
No, we're not going to change the thing, though. I'm going to still make picks that are hard.
Yeah, we don't want to make that. We're not going to say
No.
Oscar's going to be on the podium because that's too easy. We're going to make. They're going to be semi-creative. So what's your first prediction for?
I think this is going to
Imola?
be, so I'm going to put Franco, of course, we got to do a
Okay,
Franco
let's do something for Franco.
pick. So I'm going to put Franco in the points, his first debut for Alpine.
Wow.
In the
Doohan
points.
never gotten the points once. You're saying he's going to hop in that car
Yeah.
and just raw dog it right into some
He's
points.
going to go right in the 10th place, right ahead of Yuki, because that's the only place that Yuki Tsunoda can finish a race.
Okay.
Anywho, second prediction. So I got to go with my Italian man. I know he's not Ferrari, but he is Italian, Kimi Antonelli. First time on the podium. I'm just going to put him on the podium. I don't know where I'm going to put him, but just on the
I
podium.
would smack talk and make fun of you because you've been worshiping Antonelli and over predicting him, but I like that it's in Italy.
Yep.
Italian boy. Okay. So
Yeah.
he's going to be on the podium. I don't see it happening.
Yes. Well, I mean, he should have did a lot better in both races last year, whatever, for last week. So
Yeah.
my last pick is I'm not going to pick Leclerc or Hamilton. I'm just
Okay.
going to say one Ferrari in the top 4 because I don't see them getting on the podium. But I'm going to say in the top 4, one of them.
So Colapinto points.
Yep.
Antonelli podium.
Yes.
Ferrari top 4, one of them.
Yeah.
So this is not part of your predictions, but if you have Antonelli say 3rd and maybe Leclerc or Hamilton 4th, you have Lando and Piastri 1, 2.
Pretty much.
And Max all the way down to 5th.
Yeah, maybe 6th.
Woo!
Yeah.
The respect for Mr. Verstappen is out the window.
Car's not good, but I still think probably Verstappen's car is better than the Ferraris. But you're in Italy. I got to do something for I'm Italian. Antonelli, Ferrari, Italian. I don't know what Colapinto is, but I like his song. I'll show it to you later. It's hilarious.
Okay, I like it. Let's get into
Your picks?
my predictions, which are shoe-ins. I'm going to hit Colapinto as well.
Okay,
I
in the
think
points?
it's only reasonable. You said he's in the points. I'm going to say he is out of the points.
Okay.
And I think that's too easy of a prediction. I think it's going to be shocking if he comes in race 1. So I'm not super proud of this prediction, but I think let's do something on him out of the points. But I will go this far. This is not my prediction. I will say he finishes out of the top 15.
Okay, so side bet?
16 through 20.
We'll sidebar, and I know
Okay.
we can't talk about that,
Sure.
but we'll just say fiver.
Okay. Wait.
That he is ahead of 15th place.
Well, that's an.
So you're the one saying.
So you get places 1 through 15, and I get 16 through 20.
Yeah.
Deal.
Perfect.
All right.
It's just a fiver.
I'm going to go with George Russell.
Okay.
GP3. What do I call him? 3GP? GP3? GP3.
GP3. Put it right here.
3PG.
Put it right here, Boogie.
3PG. 3PG is going to finish where he finishes. In 3rd place.
Okay.
3rd place, George. I'm predicting finishes exactly 3rd this week.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. It might be an easy one, but we'll see.
An easy one.
I guess
I'm
it's
saying
hard.
the exact spot. He's not going to be on the podium. He's going to be in 3rd place.
So if you finish the second, you lose.
I lose.
Okay, perfect. I like
But he
it.
won't, because all he does is finish 3rd.
It's 3PG.
3PG, baby, all day. And I'm going to hit Ferrari as well,
Okay.
because Italy, I think that's a great idea. I'm going to say that Lewis Hamilton is out of the points.
Okay.
So I'm very negative here today. I'm saying,
Why don't we do this? Make it so that why don't you just put one? You want to put Lewis Hamilton? What if Lewis finishes 9th and Leclerc? I don't think it's going to happen. Finishes 11th.
it's not going to happen.
So I'm okay. So you're going to stick Louis. He's the
His
one.
head's
on the
ready
points.
to explode.
Okay.
You heard him on the radio
I can't
2 weeks
wait.
ago, week and a half ago.
If
He's done.
if he's out of the points, like you're saying, I can't wait to see the radio communication. That's going to be him. If it tops last week, I mean, I don't think he can, but that'd be amazing.
That's fair, though. I am going to backtrack. I get Ferrari, all of Ferrari, one of Ferrari out of the points.
Okay, I like
But
it.
I am going to say it's going to be Hamilton.
Just say that on the
I
side.
mean, yeah, because it's tough to think that Leclerc would.
Okay.
I mean, it would have to be a wreck.
Okay.
And with Doohan not there, I'll go with Liam Lawson still there. Although he'd have to catch him to take him out. So, yeah, he should be fine.
Okay, so those are our official predictions. Now I want to ask you a couple of
Okay.
other side predictions that we're not just, we won't count them on our prediction board. But
Okay.
Liam Lawson, where do you put him?
I put him not finishing the race.
DNF. I was just about to say the same thing.
Yes. Okay, double DNF.
Liam Lawson, DNF.
Liam Lawson, okay.
Just even a better chance of him getting booted from RB, like I've already made the prediction that before the end of the year he'll be gone. Max Verstappen, how do you think he's going to do this week?
I have, man, if I have 3PG at 3rd, 4th.
4th?
I'm going to put Max on at 4th.
Okay,
And
which
then I'm
takes
gonna put
away
the-
my Ferrari.
Papaya Boys 1, 2.
Okay, but I know. So you got if I put Antonelli on the podium like I did, which I think is hard,
Painted yourself in a corner.
which
there,
is hard.
buddy.
That basically, it makes George he can't finish 3rd.
No.
Are we all in agreement that I think that Piastri can possibly win his 5th race?
Absolutely. Now, that's a question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Piastri or Lando? Can Lando take the mojo back? And can he win this race?
So we're not at like the midway point, and Piastri is a completely different racer than he was last year. But he did have a point where he had a fall off. last season, and Norris had that's when he took over. So that could potentially happen again. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but if I had to pick, I would say Norris this week.
I think that's insane. I think
Piastri hits the 5?
Well, no, I think Norris, that would be a surprise, obviously, if he does the way that Piastri's racing. Do you think this will be the first race where they battle?
Yes. So that's actually, if Piastri wins, and Norris comes in second, whatever happens, if this can finally be the week that we can see a battle. Problem being, you're going to have 2 fast McLarens, 1 DRS zone.
Yeah.
If they can qualify 1-2, we need them to qualify 1-2 to be able to battle.
We'll at least get a battle out of that first corner,
yes,
first turn kind of for position. But then from there, they're not going to be too aggressive.
But they'll wait. They're going to get, if they're 1-2, they'll get far ahead in the pack.
Exactly.
Just like they did.
40 seconds ahead of everybody else.
And eventually, I would say after, they'll save the tires. After their first pit stop, then I think it's going to be a battle time for them. So that would make the race more interesting than I think that it's going to be.
Okay.
I don't want to be rude.
No, so I agree. I think it's going to be the haves and have-nots.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, Papaya has it all right now.
So, yeah.
Has it all. What about one more thing?
Okay.
What about Sainz?
Carlos. Third,
Sainz
I'm going to say.
been...
Yep, so he's finishing the points on I made that prediction in the 5th race.
Yes.
He finished
Man's dying right now.
He is.
Dying. he feels so bad he ran upstairs because he's coughing, but he's actually dying.
Oh man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so he's two straight weeks.
Yes.
In the points.
He said he was going to get there.
And he's been moving kind of up in the points to get a little bit more. So I think it's another race where he gets into the points as well.
Do you think he just scrapes into the points 9-10, or do you think he's going to start easing his way up, that he's now battling, say, Ferrari for that 5th, 6th position here soon?
So not a lot of passing. I mean, there's going to be some passing in the middle of the pack. Again, 1 DRS zone. So I'm going to say 9th.
9th, okay.
9th, but he continues to stay in the points, even if it's 1-2, on the end portion of the points.
Okay.
So
I think all this talk comes down to Imola qualifying as king.
Yes.
The way they qualify, you're not going to qualify 9th and finish on the podium.
Yep.
Not on this track, not with 1 DRS zone. There's no room, there's no space.
Yeah, and the probability of a safety car is one of the lowest. So, yep, that's not going to happen.
Unless
You're not going to
have
get lucky.
rain, you better come out ready to qualify if you want a chance to win this race, and that's where the men in Papaya do it best.
It is. And last thing, join us live on TikTok. We will be together. We'll probably be at the camper.
Yep.
And we'll be live on TikTok.
Be at the lake house Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard, bringing you our race day coverage.
Yes, I'll be eating a bowl of spaghetti, baby. Oh!
Love ya.
Follow us on YouTube at the United States of F1, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at United States F1. Copyright Brugman Media Limited 2025.